I got my hair right now is undone as hell. I mean, for real, outgrown. I could have my hair out at a white party. Oh, your hair is so cute. Oh, your hair looks good, girl. You go to a black party. Are you okay? They say you looking toe up. They said, "Hey, girl. Hey, girl, come here.
Let me help you twist."
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep.
Testings. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Hello, guys. Welcome to As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. How you doing? Oh my goodness. I am so happy to be here. One, I'm looking really cute. My outfit is amazing. My outfit is great. People were complimenting me all day at work. Like I couldn't walk away from my desk without people being like, "Oh my God, Asia, you look so cute. Like that body is body and da 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 da." And I'm like, you know what? Stop it, but keep going. I'm a Leo. I need the attention. I live for it, actually. How are you guys doing? Did I already ask you that? Maybe. But let me know. How are you doing? Good? Good. What was I going to say? Oh my God, I had so much to tell you guys. And then the camera came on and I was like, oh my God. Where am I? Lately, social media, it's a fun place on my side, right? If I don't like anything that you say, anything that you do on social media, I automatically block you. Like, I don't feel like this is a place where I should compromise, right? Like, I'm paying the bill. You get what I'm saying? I am paying the bill. Why would I feel like I need to hear differences in opinion on my phone? No. If I don't agree with it, block. I never want to see you again. But lately, I've been seeing some people, what the girls do, is that they'll mask trying to protect the girls by being mean to women who have gotten plastic surgery, specifically BBLs. BBLs, is that considered plastic surgery? Because it's a transfer. There's no plastic going into your body. Is that plastic? Whatever. But the girls will mask wanting to protect girls from getting BBLs by being mean to women who have gotten BBLs. And for me, it's like you're doing the exact opposite of what you think you're doing. You think you're all about women empowerment. You think you're saving the world. But what you're doing is honestly the exact thing that other people did that caused a lot of the women to get BBLs. Because there have been women that have come out about the reason why they got their nose done, the reason why they've gotten their body done. And it's literally because people had bullied them for the way their bodies look. So then they get their bodies done and there's more people bullying them for the way their body looks. And the girls really think they're doing something. The Be Natural warriors really think that they're saving somebody. And you're not. You're being mean. And honestly, I'm at the point, I used to just scroll past, but I'm at the point where I'll comment. I'll be like, this is so mean. Wow. Why would you say this? There have been videos going viral talking about Summer Walker's new BBL, or it looks different from when she initially got it. So there's videos going around of people talking about her BBL. And for me, it's like, why are we doing this to each other as women? Why are we putting each other through this? And I feel like I would almost rather you guys just straight up being mean than you guys masking it as, again, saving the girls. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's disgusting. I don't like it. And I feel like I've really been, honestly, y'all, I've been really sensitive. I've been really sensitive these past few days. Today is day 9 of my sobriety journey. Being sober, you're feeling it all. For me, I'm feeling it all. The good thing that I have gotten so far out of not smoking, the good thing that I've gotten from this is I'm realizing how in charge I am of my feelings, of the things around me. I feel like when I was smoking, I was giving so much of my free will away. And now that I am clear-headed for the most part, now that I'm clear-headed, I'm really seeing how much agency I have over my life. When I was at work earlier today, I was like, I don't like the way my desk is set up. I don't feel like this is suitable for me. And I switched it around. Y'all, I've been sitting at this desk uncomfortable for at least 6 months. And today, I finally realized that I had control over the way my desk looked or where things sat. And I'm like, why didn't I do this before? I'm starting to see that I have a lot of control over what goes on in my life, who comes in it, how it's operated, where I put things, how I manage my schedule. I have a lot of control. And I feel like when I was smoking, I would rely on being high to get through the day. And because I knew that there was something that I could inhale that would allow me to feel a sense of relief, a sense of joy, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to move anything around me to receive joy. Does this make sense? Am I making sense here? Now that I'm sober, 9 days, clap it up for me. But now that I am sober, I'm like, oh my God, I don't have to live like this. Like, I could literally move that bookshelf over there. I could literally do this and do that. And like, I'm taking control over my life for real. It's crazy. It's crazy what a clear mind can do for you. But anyways, you guys, we have a special guest today. I am so excited for this episode. I am so excited for the conversation we're about to have. This is a long time waiting. My friend Satomaa, artist, content creator. The girl can braid. I just found this out. The girl can braid. She can play instruments. She can draw. She can dress. She's funny. She's pretty. She has a nice body. She has a big butt. Like, the girl, you know when you look at people and you're like, you must be God's favorite. She's God's favorite. She's our guest today. You guys, clap it up for my friend, Satomaa. So, like I told you, I already introduced you. Okay. I introduced you as an artist, content creator, a bad bitch. I said, I just found out she knows how to braid.
I do. I can braid some hair. Twist. I'm a minister too. I can ordain weddings in Nevada and soon to be Arizona.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. How did I forget?
I can ordain a wedding for sure. I'm 0 for 1, but maybe it can be 1 for 2 soon if y'all let me ordain it.
Yes. Oh my God. How did I forget that?
Is that funny? I just be doing stuff. Yeah.
You just be doing stuff. But just good at everything. Good at, you know what? You put your mind to it and that's what you do. I was like, literally when I was at work, I was like, how am I going to introduce her? Because she literally can and does everything.
a lot of things.
But today I wanted to talk to you about being a Black girl growing up in the suburbs.
In the suburbs. Like the suburbs.
In the suburbs. So let me tell you the reason why. Let me tell you how I got here, right? I didn't grow up in the suburbs, but I did grow up around a lot of white people, right? Or I would say a lot of non-Black people, right? And there was a time the song Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne came out, right?
Yeah.
When it came out, I hated it.
Why?
Right? Because I was a music snob as a kid,
really?
right? I think it came out when I was like 8, 9.
Sounds about right.
So I was a music snob. All I listened to was Prince. That's all I listened to.
You love Prince
down. Love Prince down.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? And I was just like, but I want to fit in. I want to fit in with the white girls. I want to like this kind of music. I want to do so I forced myself to like that fucking song. Yes.
Yeah. There were so many other songs that are similar that were cooler.
Yeah, I could have chosen something else. But like I then forced myself to like the Green Days of the world, the Linkin Parks, in which I like now, but I forced myself at the time to like them because I wanted to fit in with the white folk, right? So, what was it like in high school? Let me start off with middle school because I feel like that shapes us, baby.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God.
Oh, for sure.
So was your middle school, was it diverse?
Actually, what's crazy is where I'm from, it was so like new of an area that the middle school I got sent to was like 30, 40 minutes away. You know Verrado?
Yes.
I went to Verrado Middle School. So so my first year was at this school like far away because they were over capacity at any other middle school like near my area because my area was very new. And so they bused us 30 minutes like out like west Buckeye to a very, very, very white school. And I don't think there was not one Black person in my honors class at all. I remember a teacher asking me if I was in the right class. I had to show her my like paper and be like, this is honors math, right? Like, let me in, you know? And so yeah, I like that was like honestly the hardest year. I feel like 6th grade was hard because I was like, there was no Black people. It was me and my older sister. She was in 7th grade, I was in 6th grade. I was in the band. I had this big saxophone case. I have my glasses. I'm a nerd. I stutter. I'm wearing little collared t-shirts. My mom got me for me from JCPenney. And I say I didn't fit in at all. Like I think I sat alone at lunch a lot of the time in 6th grade, and I just draw, which is why I started just drawing a lot. Yeah, literally in 6th grade because of that. Yeah. And then I started just drawing, sitting at lunch alone, or whatever, doing my own thing. And then they built a new middle school when I was in 7th grade, right next to my parents' house, and that was diverse. And so I feel like I like watched myself like get so much more happy and confident from 6th grade, 7th grade because it was just like all kinds of people. My honors class had, I think, like 4 other Black students that came from a different middle school. And they were just like, you're cool, but you have a little more swag. So they helped me like get, cooler clothes, and they helped me just like, just get a little more like comfortable being myself. But yeah, I feel like 6th grade was really hard. 7th grade and 8th grade was a lot more fun for me because I started like, learning more about myself just through like my new friends. And yeah.
Okay. So I remember when we talked about this, I think it was a year or so ago when you said that when you got Black friends, they were like, hey girl, let me get you together.
That's what happened. Yeah, it was hey Janelle, hey Ray, hey KK, hey Sean Malcolm. They got me right. Like, it was kind of funny. I show you a picture. Like, when I say it was like, I was nerdy. Like, and I didn't really care because I was myself still. And even like music wise, like I was actually into like alternative music just naturally. I think it's because I played guitar a little bit here and there, and like I wanted to learn saxophone. I wanted to learn the songs. And I just, I liked all kinds of music. So I didn't hate it, but I definitely like liked other music too. But I didn't ever get to like share that love with anyone else. Like, I've always been the biggest Tupac fan. Like, I know every Tupac song. I don't know why. I've always like, I would watch him like on the TV. I'd watch him like on the computer and be like, he's just so smart. He's a poet. He was just all these he was very just interesting. He was very eclectic, So I just fell in love with watching Tupac all the time. But no one else in my school knew who that was until I went to 7th grade. So I was like, I like Tupac too. So we started listening to Tupac all the time, and like I was like happy. I was like, thank God, So yeah, I definitely like think like at first I was always comfortable with who I was. I never cared like if people liked me or not. But I think it was cool that people finally just like were accepting me for who I was, and then being like, you're cool, you're funny or whatever, but just get a little more style. So I started wearing. I have a picture of myself on Facebook wearing like a big ass like Kobe jersey with my little hat, and you'd be like, you'd think, who's this? Because it was like a night and day. It was kind of funny, yeah. So it was cool though, meeting all of them. And then I had black friends even when I was younger, but I feel like it was sometimes because our parents were friends, or because like they were they're black but they're African. We grew up. Okay. So it was like we all felt the same way. But then like okay. Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry. I'm
okay. Talking. No. I like what you're saying, because I wanted to ask you if you felt the need to assimilate, but it doesn't sound like you did.
Definitely. In a way, yeah, because even still, like when I did get older and like start even in high school, it's like my high school is very diverse. I went to a PWI in college, but it was still it's still diverse. But I felt like at certain points, you gotta learn to speak a certain way to be like taken seriously, in certain classes or whatever. You gotta like be quieter to not be seen as these kind of stereotypes or whatever. So I think I was maybe like a little self-conscious, self-aware, but not assimilating so much. Maybe it's kind of like trying to keep like under the radar sometimes, so I didn't like seem too different, I guess, because I think like when I was like in high school, and I was I had all I had friends of all kind of races and everything like that, but I feel like if I was too like one thing, they'd be like, oh no, go over there then. If you're too one thing, go over there then. Like, if I was too comfortable like in like being in a white space, then like you're just like a white girl. If I was just hanging out with black friends all the time, they're just like, who are you anymore? So I think people like saw me as like, I don't know,
neutral.
Yeah, and which is fine, but I like black people. So I was always just like, like I still have white friends and everything like that, but I think I was more aware of like, how can I start like actually like scoping out and like figuring out the ones I'm gonna like for the long run. I want to have friends I'm just gonna have because it's convenient to have friends today and tomorrow. I feel like I had to learn how to like kind of pick out the good ones and be like and be like, you know what, and I was right, because the good ones we're still friends to this day,
yeah,
and the ones that weren't, I kind of slowly be like, okay, guys, no like hard feelings at all, I'm just gonna remove myself or whatever, because like with or without me, you're gonna be fine, you know what I mean? Because I think some people underestimate how difficult it is when you are the only black person in a space, and then like if you hear something that doesn't sound right, and no one's saying anything, you can either assimilate and be like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore that, or you can be like, I don't like this, I don't feel comfortable, I'm just gonna like walk away and like forever. And that's kind of how I feel like I kind of learned, like slowly learn how to like assimilate, was like, I'm just gonna like leave instead of like, I guess, yeah, I was being quiet and being like, oh, like they didn't mean it, I know their heart. I'd be like, no, I don't like that, and just walk away.
Oh, okay.
But it took me a while to get there, because I mean, it wasn't always like that, you know what I mean? So I think at some point, I guess I did assimilate at some point.
Okay, talk to me about, okay, when would you say it took you, when would you say you got to the point where you were like, okay, no, I'm not going to deal with this? I think in high school for sure. Like maybe like I was in student council, so maybe like junior year of high school when I started. Because obviously when I was a freshman and sophomore, I was playing basketball a lot. So most of my friends were black because we're on the basketball team. Track, same thing. But it was like, when you're in student council, when you're in other clubs that have they're a little more white and a little more diverse like that, not everyone is the same. Like, not everyone's the same kind of black person that you might have met in basketball, if that makes sense. So some black friends I had in other groups of clubs, whatever, were okay with hearing some things that weren't okay, like, to hear. Yeah. And I was like, am I like sensitive for like thinking this is inappropriate to say, but no one else is saying it's inappropriate? So there was people around that also were like a little coonish, and so you gotta like
figure them out too.
Yes. As a black person, you have to pick through the black people, and you got to pick through the white people as well.
Because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, because like
some of y'all out here in Arizona need
need
a whooping,
need a straight whooping. But I empathize with them due to the fact that assimilating, blending in is it's how we survive.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think I'm grateful for. Is I think because I was good at like art and really into like basketball and stuff. Okay. I didn't feel forced to assimilate, or I didn't feel forced to like have to hang out with my this friend group because this is who I know. I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with the basketball kids then.
You already have similar interests.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't feel like it was that like. It was definitely hard though, because I mean, people are crazy. Even my college, you're at an age when you're in college where people are like grown, 18 to 22 years old, and you're having to correct very simple behaviors. I remember like the first week of college, coincidentally at this PWI, they have all like the black girls, and because we're in a freshman hall, we're all somehow in the same corner in the same freshman hall, and then the soccer team comes up talking about, knocking on the door, talking about who can braid our hair before our game tomorrow, thinking we're all gonna jump and be like, we're gonna braid you guys' hair. Oh my gosh. We were all like, it was like me, Afari, like, my homegirl Juanita, my homegirl Bree. We were all,
all black folks.
All black folks. We're all in the same dorm. We're all in like my dorm, whatever, hanging out, having a good time. And me and my friend Bree were roommates because her roommate was racist, and so she felt uncomfortable living there. And then my roommate got arrested because she was selling drugs, and it's a white woman too. And so I said, Bree's, come live with me. And so me and her became roommates. And, and then so we're in the same room, like, my dorm. Afari's downstairs. My homegirl Juanita's a couple doors down. My homegirl Bree's a couple doors down. Other Bree's a couple doors down. Deja's, we're all close by. And we're all hanging out all the time. They knock on the door talking about, can we get some braids for like our game on Saturday?
And these are white people.
Yes, a whole soccer team. They all came to the door thinking we're just gonna, come on in, guys, we got you. It's a free shop. Like things like that. Yeah, and I said, okay, close the door. Things like that. Even when like my roommate getting arrested, she got arrested for selling drugs, and they were assuming that I got the drugs, and I was like, I didn't have no drugs in here. I was like, check that girl. She had everything. She had a whole fucking slew of things, and they assumed it was me at first, and I was just like, yeah. So things like that where I'm just like, there's no way, and so it's like, yeah, like it's a lot of things where you have to kind of like, okay, yeah.
I think about like, we're grown. I think about being open to make friends, and I exclusively like to make friends with black people.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't like non-black people. It's because I've grown up in such a emotionally dangerous,
that's a good word to use.
Emotionally dangerous
state.
Yes, like I'm always like stiff. I'm always like, who's going to say the racist thing first?
I don't like being on edge like that, and that's I've made some changes in my life for that reason alone. And I feel like it's just like it's at a certain point, like we're grown, so it's like it's our choice now to figure out like who we're gonna be around. I saw this video yesterday. This girl was like, you don't get to choose any family member in your life. It always has your partner.
Talk to me. I saw that video.
You saw that video?
Yep.
And you're gonna choose an idiot. You're gonna choose a bad person. Like you're
same thing with friends.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get to choose because friends are family. It's community. You gotta choose who you want to be around. If you're choosing every single week to go hang out with people who are gonna make you feel small and feel bad and feel whatever, that's on you. At a certain point, you gotta love yourself. And I feel like there's been a lot of times where I've been uncomfortable, and I feel like I don't like being uncomfortable at all anymore. Like I don't play about that anymore because to me it's a little debilitating. You hear something you don't like, and now for like weeks straight, you're thinking about that same thing or whatever. It takes me back to when I was younger, so I don't like. So if I get sad again, so I don't like it at all. Like, hearing someone that you're close to use the N-word, and you're just like,
or hearing someone that calls you pretty, says they love you, and all those funny things, and then says, "Oh my God, I gotta hurry up and get into the the shade because I don't want to get dark."
Like, what's wrong with that?
And this is a white Latina.
Yes.
I don't want to get dark. Or
and I'm just like, what's wrong with what's wrong with that? Like,
oh my God, my hair's so nappy.
Oh, yeah. It's there's a couple variations of things. I feel like even it's something as simple as like, I don't know how to explain it. Even like when people make it clear that like they don't see black people as like partners, but only as like sex, fetishes or whatever. Yep. It's like when someone like you hear someone almost describing like a black person as like a flavor of the night kind of thing, like a fun little like, ooh, I was in the jungle last night, What?
Yes, and this is your friend.
This is someone that you're like, even like, again, like a friend of a friend, and the friend is quiet about it, and you're just like, Okay. Like,
Yes.
no one see me again, you know? And so it's like having to at one point say like, I'm not gonna tolerate it. I'm not gonna have like a gray area for that. It's just like black or white for me. It's like, once I hear something that's kind of off to me, what do you mean by that? Like I remember one time I went to someone's house, whatever. I should never went there, but it was kind of like, it was a Halloween thing, whatever. I get told like I should have dressed as Jack Sparrow.
I
imagine, unsolicited. I just walk in. Hey guys, what's going on? You should. How come you're not dressed for Halloween? Oh, I'm gonna go home and work tonight. Like a good woman I am. I'm just gonna go home and work. How come you should have been Jack Sparrow?
Bitch. I did not see this coming.
And then I want to say when you should have been.
Okay,
exactly.
Because there's a lot of things
I could have said.
There's a lot of things, and it's just like, so as adults, we have the freedom. We have the freedom to say, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you. But as kids,
you're kind of just stuck in wherever your parents put you.
You're stuck in
wherever your parents put you. And I feel like my parents like love them a lot, but I'm just like, how come like a lot of Ghanaian people are in New York? We could have been New York Ghanaians. We could have been New Jersey, Maryland. They said, you know what? Arizona. And not just Arizona, the West Valley, all the way in the boondocks where no one can find my kids ever again.
Stop it.
Like I was like why? And mind you, like when I was born, we grew up in this like and we grew up in Chandler, and we grew up in like in a Ghana church. They had the stores around, so we grew up around a lot of Ghanaians, whatever. So I was used to that. 7 years older, that's where we're gonna go to the Chill Park now. An hour away. I said, why? He said they have cheap homes out there. We can get a big house for cheap. And I was like, okay. So we go there, and I was like, there's not one person here that I can like relate with at all. Like not one. And like any other like African kid that was around like my school was assimilating. And so they're trying. They don't want to be around you because now we're African booty scratchers together.
Yes.
So they're like steering clear. Yes. I had a crush on this one guy before when I was in middle school, also from Ghana.
Okay.
He was a cutie. He was not down. I was too dark for him. He was darker than me.
Yeah.
He's like, but while I have you on the phone, that friend of yours, the Latina, he said, is she single? I was like, okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep. And that's like, yeah. So it's like, and no one talks about it either. I think being a woman, I guess a girl versus a boy.
Talk to me.
When you're black in a suburbia is a whole different experience because you can be, again, if you're a black boy, I keep saying man, but you're a boy at the time. If you're a black boy, you can get it how you fit in, how you get in. How they say it?
You don't have to deal with
the hair problems.
You don't have to deal with the body problems. You know, and like the girls, the girls like black women like black men.
Yeah, I've only ever dated black men before. Only ever dated black men. But like I had my first boyfriend until I was in California at 18 years old, out of the state. I had to move away. I went to college in California because I said I ain't gonna find no one here. No one's gonna like me here. So that's not the reason. I mean, that's one of the reasons though. I was looking for some play, but I was like, come on,
you gotta stop it.
Okay, anyways, but yeah, I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was 18 because I literally no one out here liked me. Like not like I'd have a crush here. I mean, I might have like I'm a cool girl. You know, I skateboard. I play sports, whatever. You know, all these things. Even like my prom date was like my homegirl's boyfriend's twin brother also didn't have a date.
The scraps. I used to the scraps, girl. The scraps. And like,
oh gosh, like, and then actually, you know, the more we're talking now, when I was younger, even like going to someone's house for a school project, you speak good for one of them.
Yes.
I was like, what are you? So I remember being like, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, like, surprised, like, I speak well. And then, like, even going, dropping me off at my parents' house, whatever. It's a nice house. You guys live here?
Yes, baby.
We go to the same school because we're in the same districts. We're in the same neighborhood, babe. So if you live down the street, then I live down the street because we go to the same fucking school. Yes, drop me off at home, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It was, like, little... And I was, like, 10 being, like... Okay.
So you clocked it that early.
Always clocked it. And like my sisters and I, we're all, she at the time, maybe one's 12, I'm 10, one's 8. So we all go home where it's like, oh, so-and-so, they're a little weird over there. Like it'd always be like we're going to come back and digress and see, make sure we know who's weird. Like luckily I have my sisters, because we were always close in age. We were always in school together.
Yeah.
So we always be like, oh yeah, don't go over there. Even like I remember I have a different friend who went to like someone else's house or whatever for a group project. Confederate flags in the house. The dad's over here looking the girl crazy. My younger sister, I said, don't go to that person's house ever. I was like, he's a younger sibling. If y'all ever become friends, don't go to that house. It was literally like a little like word of mouth. Like don't go to that house. Don't go to that house.
I am so surprised. I'm surprised that that's where you landed, because Where I landed was, okay, we'll try to prove to them that you aren't like the other Black people.
I think like in the back of my head, I resented that because my parents kind of, again, they're from Africa, so they wanted us to fit in so well. They kind of were pushing that narrative. I resented that. So I think I was yeah, I think I was kind of like, that's not cool. That's not like a way to live. I think again, like a lot of Africans that come to America watch the news when they first come here. You know, they don't have a lot of friends, so you know, they're watching shit and they're just like, well, I'm watching Black Americans do these things, whatever. And I was like, do you guys know what censorship means? And like I learned that when I was a kid. I'm being like, this is not what you guys think it is. And I was like, the white folks be stealing and doing some crimes. I was like, they're doing some crimes. Watch. I was like, my homegirls, that got arrested like for blue collar crimes. And so my parents were like, as we got older, I watched them kind of be like, oh, okay. So now they're like, oh yeah, cut the cameras. But when we were younger, it was like they were scared for our safety, so they want us to be like in the safest spot possible. And so in their heads, they're just like,
but the white folks is where the trouble's at.
And they didn't realize that until we got older, because then we started having some white friends, and then I started getting in trouble.
Yep.
And I started going to parties. I was going to ranch parties over here, doing all kinds of whatever. They said, because
that's
now
where the real trouble's at.
Because that's some expensive trouble.
That's
and they can bail themselves out. So
Black people will smoke a little weed.
They were smoking weed, but they're making like these gravity infinity bongs, and so now you're like going home to your parents, and they're just like, "Are you on crack?" And you're just like, "It feels like it." Like
that is so crazy.
It's different.
My family, we like pride ourselves, and I say that in present tense because I hear some of them say that to this day. And I don't even want to say we, because I'm not a part of that shit, but like they pride themselves on not being like other Black people. They'll even say, you know, we're not like, you know, the ones that do this and the ones that do that. We are from the fucking hood, girl. We're from the fucking hood. But I think there's an extra feeling or extra need to be not like the other Black people because we're in the hood.
That makes sense. I can sympathize. I'm sorry, stuttering a little bit. I'm excited. You know how I get. Yeah. I can sympathize with that because I feel like that is hard again. When you like, also I feel like, again, I think Black Americans have been cheated so badly that like it's like hard to like get out of the mindset of like we're trying to, you know, earn our stripes still. But that's something that I think it's been taught, and I think it's like in that same realm, whatever. It's like, oh no, like we are like, you know, we're like different than these people, whatever. And again, I think Africans, when they come to America, they're trying to, you know, because black is black, and then like, you know, if I don't have an accent, I sound black. So then, you know, even then, it's like our parents would kind of same thing. It's like, you know, show people, you know, whatever, you know, that you're this and you're that. So even like they give us African names on purpose. But I was like, doesn't matter at all, because if someone doesn't want to like black skin, they don't like black skin. So you try to say you're up with them, you know, whatever, doesn't matter. So I think like, unfortunately, I think people are so stuck in like if I feel like I'm higher than them, I'll get to that money, I'll get to that whatever, I'll get to that feeling of like whatever. Trust me, you don't want that feeling.
You don't want that feeling. No.
Culture and just blowing money on other cultures and then acting like they're world travelers and stuff. White people are just, they're different. Like, I don't know, they're like the delusion that I've seen. The delusion I've seen, it's actually jarring. It's like, imagine going to school with someone that like literally just goes there because their parents went there and they got like parents to pay for it, and then like you're at the school because you had a 5.0 GPA in high school, you had a scholarship for, mind you, like what school I went to, I was there because I was filling a quota. Like PWIs they put you in there as a black person because you're smart, and there's a quota that they have to reach per school to get funding. So you need like 5% black, 10% Asian, whatever else. Or else the school will be considered racist, so you don't get funding. That's why all the kids that went to my school were all like very smart black people that from most random ass cities that wanted to leave their city. And that's why, because we all were on scholarship. And then we're at the school, like, you know, we're working out, we had on-campus jobs, sometimes two of them, just trying to get by. We were doing STEM, whatever. I was playing sports, trying to get by. Our peers are like studying whatever they want to study, partying all the time, joining sororities, going on weekend vacations to the beach, whatever. And we're just like, how do y'all do that? And in the same breath, they're just like, oh, I'm so broke this week. And it's like the delusion they have is crazy, because their idea of like, oh, I'm broke, whatever. I don't get money from my parents until next Friday. And I'm just like, I'm like paying my own student loans off while in school, while working as an RA. I was an RA because I got 20% off dorms for being an RA. That's why I was an RA for 3 years. I wanted cheap rent.
What's an RA?
You're in charge of the dorms. That was my job. I had a whole other job too while doing two majors. Like, and then my same classmates were talking about, I'm so broke, I'm so tired. I'm like, you don't know tired, babe.
You don't know tired, babe. You
don't know like nothing. So it's like that kind of delusion. It makes like there's a huge difference in like conversations all the time. So it's like at a certain point, like you have nothing in common unless like that person you're talking to has an understanding of like what you yourself have gone through. Because I feel like my friends I do have that are white. I met them when I was younger because they can like understand like who I am because they've saw me since middle school and they've been like, okay, like that girl has worked her ass off. Like, I mean, actually,
okay,
yeah, I mean, so they have a little, I think a little more they can humanize me, but doesn't mean they can probably humanize other people. So so it's like not too much, you know what I mean?
Okay.
They can humanize, because they know me. They're like, oh yeah, maybe you can humanize her, but can you humanize everybody? Or it's just because like it's easier because you guys knew me since middle school. So I think I'm so sometimes a little weird of like, we're cool, but like, what would be
what
cool?
your friendship is
yeah,
like
yeah, I'm like so almost like testing them. So I don't like testing people, but you know, sometimes they got to bring them out with all the other friends. See how they do.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
God.
and I have done it before. I'm like, go ahead, feed them to the sharks.
My God.
White friend, here are my other black friends, feed them to the sharks. Well, let's see how they see you,
girl.
And if they're just like, I'm just like,
Do you know how many liberal whites I know that are so uncomfortable around black people?
It's crazy, and they'll talk about it.
They
don't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh,
And
baby.
sometimes liberal whites are liberal because like they can be, because it's easy to like Black Lives Matter in their beautiful skyrise apartment away
all
from black
white.
people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like Black Lives Matter. Looking, they do. I promise. Just don't come into my apartment. We don't want homeless people in here, or people that are lower than us. We don't want whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I went to school with. It was liberals. And
I know
liberals.
someone with a biracial child, right?
I'm
I know them.
I'm
I
scared.
know them personally, and I invited them out, and when I was recapping the night with someone she was in a relationship with, that person said, "Oh, she was really uncomfortable because she was the only she was the only white person at that event."
Yeah, that's what going to the
Your
grocery store for
child
us.
is black,
Right. And that's one thing too. Actually, while we're talking about this too, I grew up around a lot of mixed kids as well. That's one thing too. I grew up around a lot of mixed kids, and
Okay.
a lot of them also didn't want to be seen as black. So a lot of them also weren't trying to hang out with me either. So it was just like, because their black dads didn't like black people probably, and we're like, I remember one time I tried dating this dude. Again, I was looking, guys. I was looking. Once I was looking for something. I was trying to date this guy. He had a crush on me back. This little like light skinned boy. He had a black dad, a white mom. He had like little freckles. He looked kind of like a little boy. Cameron.
boy.
Cameron. The little past.
Yes,
He looked
yes.
like that, but a little bit darker skin, a little bit that cutie. He liked me back because me and him both were into art. His dad, after we got on the bus, whatever, his dad told him to my face, whatever. I said, don't like date the darkies, whatever. A black man telling his son that, and me and him like ended up dating for like a year. Still got him. We're in third grade.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like the closer, as a black person or even a mixed person, that's a person that's mixed with black, the closer you are to white people, the whiter you are.
Yeah.
The closer you don't want to be around other black people because the blacker you are. And that's kind of how I was. And I didn't know. I didn't consciously think that way, but I knew if I was around other black people, like, they're going to look at me as like them. So I need to be closer to non-black people, the cheerleaders, the, you know,
whatever is like seen as, you know.
Yes, because I was the only black cheerleader.
Damn.
I was the only.
Really?
I was a cheerleader from sixth grade, and then from sixth to eighth grade, and then my senior year of high school. And I remember when I used to audition, just even in dance outside of school, my mom would always be like, "Asia, you'll make it because you're the token black girl. You're the acceptable black girl. I'm the acceptable black girl in a lot of spaces."
That's my life story. And then again, what I was trying to say before is like, you don't notice it until you see them around other black people, and then you're just like, oh, you don't actually like me or like black people. You just like me because I'm easy to, like, for you to digest. And then that hurts. And I saw that a lot in my life, and I was like, oh shoot, like, and that happened a lot for me. I feel like I'd see it and I'd be like, oh gosh, this is actually kind of sad. Like, I'm over here thinking this person's like, you know, great, and I think they're, you know, they're an ally. I think they're these, whatever. Oh no, it's because I'm easy for people to like digest, whatever.
Yep.
They're just like, okay, cool, this one can come. And even like to the point where it's like, I would notice how some people would like be adamant about befriending me because they want their first black friend, but there's like, but it has to be you because you speak well, because your parents are African, so you're not like black. And they almost like say that to me and be like, you sound crazy. And they meant it. And those are the liberal ones today that have all the black friends.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, so nowadays I pride myself on being a very dangerous black person.
Good.
Very dangerous black person. You can't say shit around me.
I'm learning from you, Asia. I've been studying you, and I'm making changes. I've been studying you, Asia.
Because you do look up and you're like, hold on, you don't like black people.
One time, it was like I think 4 years ago, I had a birthday party. I was living in LA still, and like my roommates threw me a surprise party. I looked up and was like. And it was, I told you about that. I turned 25, but my frontal lobe was just hit that same night.
It's so
I looked up, I said, what have you done? I said, what have you done? And I was like, I'm not even happy at my own party because no one here looks like me for real. I mean, some did. I mean, Afari always, we always been like, because we're like the same.
Afari's her bestie.
Afari is my brother, future kids, father of my kids, everything. And
beautiful man.
And he was there, and I remember being like, it's the life I made for myself. Okay. All right,
yes,
girl.
you do look up and you're like, how did I get here? And then something snapped. I don't know what it was. Something snapped. And then like, I got cuter. I got hotter.
I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't take it. I can't take it no more. And I couldn't take it no more. And like
your style gets better.
Everything.
Oh my God.
Because like for me again, it's like I was always like comfortable, and I was always myself, whatever. But it was like the comfort, like I didn't know I could be more comfortable. I thought everyone was living like this. I was like,
I didn't know it could get any better.
I didn't know. I mean, like the confidence, being able to just like, even like I remember like when I turned 18 and moved to California, I didn't know I was pretty until I was 18 because I wasn't pretty out here. I moved to California, I go to my first ever college party. I walk in, everyone's like, now who is this? And I was like, who are you looking for? There's like, you, like, where are you from? I was like, Arizona. And then there's like, oh, like, you got some ass. And I was like, I always had some ass. I never knew I had some ass. I thought it was fat because, because everyone was around me. Yeah. So I was like, I got some ass. And they're like, you got some nice teeth. Your skin. I was like, really? And I just started running.
Oh, when I found out I was cute, it was dangerous.
It was over.
It got dangerous.
I hit Route 21 and never left. I was picking out fits. I was grabbing shit from the mall. I said, I'm going out tomorrow. The next day. I was going to different cities. I said, we're going to San Bernardino. We're going to Riverside. We're going here. I want everyone to tell me I'm cute. I never heard this before. It's different. So like in the same breath too, so when you have friends that are more your speed, yep. Like it's like I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, oh, they're all bad. I'll try to battle them too. But even imagine your hair is undone. Like my hair right now is undone as hell. It looks, I mean, for real, outgrown. I could have my hair out at a white party. Oh, your hair is so cute. Your hair looks good, girl. you go to a black party. Are you okay? They you looking toe up. They said,
hey girl,
hey girl, come here.
Let me help you twist
everything. And it's like that. That's the same like analogy, like, when it comes to how confident you get. So it's like you get confident again. You get a little more like you just get a little more like ambitious in your own like everything. It's like I want to go here, I want to go do this, whatever, because you just feel like comfortable. I just didn't have that for a long time. And I was like, when I started having that, it was it came and it left. It came and it come and go. And I noticed that whenever I go, it'd be because maybe I'm like trying to be someone I'm not at the time. So I'm like choosing to be around people that maybe aren't. I don't know, not the best for me, but maybe it's like not gonna really fill my cup the way I needed to. But maybe at the time I was like, I'm just gonna see how it goes. We have this one common interest, whatever. But it wasn't enough.
No.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Goodness, a life.
What a fucking life. The other day I was at work. Like I'm hardly around non-black people these days, right? I've curated my life.
I'm getting there soon.
Yeah, I curated my life that way. And it's like I said, it's not because I don't like non-black people. I hate that this disclaimer. I hate it. You know what the fuck is up.
Like you have like, you mean your best friend is non-black, and like, but again, that girl is no problems. But you know what I mean? Who? One of your best friends is non-black, but like,
yeah.
No, but even again, like when she's around us, whatever, all black people, and they're vibing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I get, she don't hate them.
My best friend.
Her best friend's non-black. Her one best friend's guys. She don't hate black people. I met one. I met one though.
I don't hate black people. My uncle is black. Like, girl,
Shut up.
my aunt's husband is
like,
yeah. I was like, girl, it's always the aunt's husband, bitch. But like, yeah. My best friend is Colombian.
Yes.
Colombian and Salvadorian, and she wouldn't be able to be my best friend if she wasn't comfortable.
She fits right in because I think she's just so like hyper aware of how you get down that like if she made one mistake.
And not only that, it's how she gets down even without me being around.
Perfect.
And that's the only type of non-black person. It's honestly the only type of person I'll be around, because we all know those black people, which I'm kin to. We all know those black people that are also uncomfortable around black people.
And those ones are even like other grown age talking about. Like, I mean, trying like even like overdo like their white phone voice, so we know like,
my God,
it's embarrassing. I get secondhand embarrassment.
Bad. The other day, I was at work and I overheard one of my coworkers talking about some black girls never liked me because I'm not hood.
And there you go. Is it because you're not hood, or because you are lackluster,
corny,
and you probably stink a little bit?
And they always do stink a little bit. They always do.
Remember Tracy Barbie?
Who's Tracy Barbie?
This one like TikToker. Not even TikTok. Like, she was on Twitter back in the day.
Was she on Catfish?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. I know that girl stank. I mean, like
that girl.
Yeah, I mean, the hair always look a little messed up, and it's just like we can tell you. We can tell.
Well, I had her hairstyle in high school.
I did one time too. I had clip-ins. I tried to straighten my hair down. I can get a picture and it looked a mess. And I was like, and see, that's how I knew no one liked me, because y'all didn't say your hair's a little poofy at the front. I'm playing basketball, afro at the top, and clip-ins at the end. I'm running around looking crazy. No one told me.
Oh my God.
And so one of my teammates, her mom said, "Amma, come with me, girl." I said, "Thank you." My homegirl Watty, her mom, "Hey, you're seeing this today. I wrote on Instagram." Her mom said, "Come here, child. I ain't gonna do it no more." I said, thank you.
I used to straighten my hair, but of course, you know, I'm fucking black, so like it's never actually straight.
You can perm it all you want.
Walk around. Like,
oh my gosh! Someone one time was like, "What's wrong with your neck?" And I have a picture of me. Oh my gosh, she has brought a memory back. I was really walking around like this because you're trying to keep it. You don't want to account. You want to poof out. It'll come out on the sides like this. You walk around like you got pigtails in. You're trying to walk like this. Keep it down.
Oh my God, it's so inconvenient.
So I'm like, maybe I was assimilating a little bit. I could have got braids.
Oh, and that's what I said. I said, girl, you could have got braids. You could have got braids this whole time. You could have got
what braids. Was I doing? And see, that's what, I was assimilating. I think in spirit, I thought I wasn't. And that's how they get you. You think you're not assimilating, but you really are.
Yes.
I'm like, they got me. Right now, I'm just like, I did have the ugly ass extensions.
Yes.
The clip-ins.
There was this interview with Toni Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to butcher this quote, but she said this so eloquently, and I'm not going to, but she said, racism is so inconvenient. It's such a waste of your time. And that's exactly what it was. Like, the whole neck thing, putting putting your head back so that your hair, that it's uncomfortable. It's inconvenient.
Shopping at like Abercrombie and the pants don't fit you. It's inconvenient. Just go anywhere else.
It's inconvenient.
That's almost That's
what racism is.
It's inconvenient.
In just a word, inconvenient, a waste of time, and oh my God, the hair thing. Oh my God.
Did you ever wear like etnies or DCs or those?
Oh yes.
You wear those? I used to wear those too.
Oh,
but see, what I'm trying to say, I like skateboarding though. So that's why.
Exactly.
But also, like, did I like skateboarding, or was that what everyone was doing around me?
And that's another thing about racism. It's like, okay, is this me or is this not me? You have to filter out so many things
to figure out who you really are, and like no one else had to think about these things. Everyone else was
just being.
Even watching TV shows. If everyone's doing the TV shows, and you're like, well, that's not really my thing. Now you're different. So it's like we were watching Hannah Montana. Everyone's wearing the what's it called, the limited 2 outfits, and everyone's wearing whatever those like little gauchos.
Oh my God, I love the gaucho.
And my ass looks too fat in them. It's like, I couldn't wear the gauchos.
That's another thing. The white girls were able to wear the booty shorts, and they would just be shorts. They would just be shorts. With you,
I couldn't wear
me.
Dress coded. It was too much. It was too much. And then even just like, I remember when I first listened to Lauryn Hill, I came back to school with a fro. I remember I took out my hair. My senior year of high school, I had a fro. I was liberated. I looked like a fucking Jimi Hendrix every single day, wearing like my little tie-dye shirts, whatever. I was like, I think that's when I really became like myself, like my senior year of high school. I was just wearing my little fro out. God. I was happy as can be. And some people were just like, why do you look so different? Some people were just like, I like this. And so I remember some people were kind of like not into it. I was like, I know why you're into it.
You set yourself free.
Yeah, ever since then, I've just been flying. Like. Yeah, I heard her album. I was like, I like her. And I started like, listening to all her interviews or whatever. And I was just like 17 watching her on YouTube being like, Like, I was like, yeah. I was like writing things down. I was like,
That's crazy because I think Lauryn Hill set me free too. But that was in college.
I don't know how I heard her album for the first time. I was like, summer before my senior year of college, I listened to it all summer while I would be drawing stuff or whatever. I started, my art started to change. I started just drawing way cooler art. And I remember being like, I like her. So I started watching her a lot. And I remember being like, I've been really like lost. And so I had like this, I cut my hair off. I had my little big chop. I had my fro out. I've been perming my hair since I was 17 because of that. I did. I was 17. I never. My hair's been natural since then. Yeah. And I remember listening to her and being like, I need to tell everybody about this. I told my sisters, I was like, y'all need to listen to this, whatever. And we started, I started watching like, people around me, slowly kind of be like, And not everyone wanted to join the train. But the ones that wanted to join the train said, let's go be free. Let's go be free.
So okay, so let me ask you then. So do you have Black people in your life currently who refuse to free themselves? And I know you said you're working on it, and I think we're all kind of undoing
to a certain degree, right?
Yeah,
but some degrees we can't move forward no more. At some point, I'm 28 now. If I'm not gonna tell you like, hey, like, you know damn well this person don't like Black people, but they like you because you grew up around them and, you know, whatever, and you're still, I see you on vacation with them, we don't gotta be friends anymore. It's too much. Or if I know someone, like, for instance, like, I know she wants more for herself, but it's just all she's ever known. Okay, she'd have to start from scratch.
Shit,
because she's made that. She's tripled down on her decisions. Okay, and it's like you're not even a Black partner. It's like you are choosing this life for yourself, and I'm not gonna be your token Black friend no more. And you're Black, and you're Black.
You start feeling like the token Black friend to a Black person. That is crazy,
and it gets sad because then you're just like, damn, like, is it because I'm like, you think we're the same? So is that why, like, I've been here still? So I'm just like, I gotta go too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they're gonna put two birds of a feather, and we ain't flocking together, babe. So I gotta go now too. That's the thing. Like, you can't say them all. Some people really are they're okay. They're gonna see it. They're gonna see it through. I mean, all the way through. They're gonna go to country thunder with it.
I've noticed that there are people that, like I said, I'm kin to, but also people that I grew up with that I can no longer be close to anymore because they are stuck in anti-Blackness.
Yeah, and like,
and I freed myself, and I was trying to go back and free my niggas,
and they was trying to go with us.
And they said no. They said, Asia, you're always trying to be all woke. They'll do that to me. They'll do the woke. I'm like, oh God, the white people, they got you.
I think some people have to, at a certain point, look in the mirror and say, I want to be a coon. I like being a coon. I love it here. I feel free.
And you have to accept it as their friend too.
But if you don't want to, that's okay.
Like, you know, accept it like, this is what you are. Either I stay or go.
And it's not easy, but when I say some people that's their comfort, that's their safe, that's their everything. And you can't change anyone. I want someone to change me if I'm not ready. So I'm not gonna force anyone if they're not ready. But I think it's also, like, in my head, I'm just like, do your siblings, like, are they like this too? Because sometimes people's siblings aren't like that. They just, that one is, because they I don't know what happened to them. They're just like, I need to make sure everyone knows that I'm on this side.
I'm not like the other Blacks.
Yeah, and like their siblings are so cool, but this one's just like, and it's like, what happened to this one? I don't know.
It's a survival. It's survival, and I empathize. However, I cannot be around that due to the fact that it's so detrimental to my mental health.
Me too.
Because I remember I went to one of my best friend's birthday parties. Mm-hmm. She was my best friend growing up, and she had said, oh, this person has good hair.
That's another thing too.
And it had been years since I heard it, because at this point I'm around niggas. And I hadn't hung out with her in a while.
Funny as hell.
And so I've been around niggas. I've been around people that, you know, we like our afros. We like our, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We like our fat nose.
Yes.
We like our fat butt.
Yes.
Like, what's up? So I'm
we like
going
it.
back and I'm hanging out with someone from my childhood. And she's saying the good hair shit. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it brought me back. So that one phrase brought me.
For some, I think my new like temperature check is if something I hear brings me back to a certain part of my life, whatever, I gotta go. Cause that was because it's like it's almost like it rings in your ear, like the way it hits, and you're just like, oh no. 'Cause I get back to where I was when I was like in elementary school. And
I worked so hard.
I worked so hard to like not hear this ever again. Now I'm hearing it again. I can't. I'm like for real not gonna see you for a while, like or ever again on purpose. I'll be on accident on the street, but like never ever on purpose. I hate feeling uncomfortable. Like, my friend invited me to go to Rocky Point this weekend, and like he's a nice guy. You know, he's one of the whites I met when I was younger. Cool. I told him straight up to his face, I'm not comfortable around some of your friends. I know how some of them like voted, and he literally said, I understand. I was just like, you know what? I hope he's out. And I've been seeing him less too. Like, he's nice, but it's just it's nice like guy. Yeah, but it's like it gets to a point because it's just like how come like I can't like how can I have to tell you that like some of your friends are bad for you to be like, oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
It gets to a point, and so it's just like if I hear like if the good hair thing, even like my thing, I get like when someone has like in their Instagram their account is like
stop, please. I know
light skin something light skin Keisha, I'm gonna block you. Blasian Bia.
Blasian Brittany.
Curly hair Carla, you blocked too, bitch. I'm triggered. I was high school for me. I was every Twitter person was Blasian baddie this and light skin Lisa and good hair Georgia. Fuck you. Like,
why is your race in your bio?
Not like why
is your race in your bio?
Oh my god! Like we have to have more. Like, do you have any personality traits? Are you into anything? What's your middle name? We can start with that. But no, it has to be light skin Lady B Lisa. Like
I can't
brown skin Brianna, and the bio will say mixed. Not Brianna.
Not Brianna.
We don't give a fuck. Use Brianna.
Let's say it together. We don't give a damn.
Brianna, we don't give a damn. Now Brianna.
We don't give a fuck.
Brianna, we don't give a damn. Talking about brown skin Brianna mixed in the bio.
Looking like me.
Now what she mixed with? New York black and Virginia black? A little bit.
Girl, I remember one time my mom had just put a perm in my head, right? Mm-hmm. And I come to school and someone talking about something. Oh, are you biracial? And girl, when I tell you, I was so happy.
Are you biracial?
I was so happy.
I mean, I never get biracial over here.
I
don't get biracial. I never get biracial.
Never get.
But one time I did have a fake hair, and someone asked if I was Indian a little bit. I wanted to be like a little,
you know me,
a little bit, a little Cherokee, as they all do out here. Out here, the white folks are always Cherokee. And I'm like, if that's the case, can you give that land back to to your?
If you don't fucking mind.
If you're Cherokee for real, white people, get that land of yours here in Phoenix.
If you don't fucking mind.
Cherokee cousins, since you're so Cherokee.
Yeah, black folks will do the same shit. And the thing is, a lot of African Americans, we are mixed with a lot of things. However, why is that? I'm 6% Navajo, and I'm bitch.
And to take it further, you want to know what I hate? I hate being asked if I'm African because I'm pretty. That happens. People are like, "Oh, you look so like exotic and beautiful. You have to be African." I'm like, "Are you trying to say that my homegirls don't look exotic and beautiful too?" This one is she's Cherokee. She's Cherokee. I totally told you. But you know that happens sometimes too. Even Landria, they're trying to be like, she has to be Nigerian. She has to be Nigerian.
Yes, where I told you, I was like, I think they were saying she was Nigerian.
I was like, is she?
She still has. Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess, but that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, girls from Alabama. It's
an African American. She could be, her lineage.
Sure.
Yes.
But like, why does it have to be like oh no, she must be from somewhere
else. Somewhere we can't just.
Even black people say it to me sometimes. Like black guy try to hit on me. Oh, you have to be from the motherland. Where are you from? I mean, I'm from Litchfield Park.
But I feel like sometimes they'll be like, I like them foreign, and act like an African woman isn't.
That's the thing too. And we are just always speaking in absolutes at this point. Like,
oh my God. Okay, so we are going to wrap this episode up, but we are going to.
That was so fun, actually. I was nervous.
I was nervous too.
I didn't know an hour went by that quickly. What the heck?
I know. I was like, wait, what? But we're going to wrap this episode up with an affirmation.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to pull an affirmation card. If you don't mind passing me that.
This one?
Yes.
Is this pretty, guys?
Yeah. Oh, they can't even see it.
I made this.
Satomaa drew a picture. If you guys are just listening, she drew a picture of my partner and I have it hung up. I love just like sometimes like when I'm recording, like I'll have it up. It's like you love it. Such a good job.
I love it. You guys are so pretty to draw. It's so easy to draw because they're all so pretty. Not easy. Not easy. Like easy because like it's fun. Like I was enjoying drawing you guys. Like easy because like look. I like what I see. You know what I mean?
Oh, you did. I love that picture so bad.
It was so cute.
It was a date night for us actually.
Literally, this was so cute.
Yes. Okay. All right. So
I like these cards.
Yes. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I'm going to believe this one, but we're going to try. I welcome feedback from others with open arms because it helps me grow and become a better human being. Let me ask you, is this true for you?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you welcome feedback?
I do, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never ever been bad taking criticism. And people always like even credit me on that. They're just like, you eat that. And I'm saying I do. I think sometimes it's easy. I mean, cause I grew up drawing, so people always criticize my art. So I just naturally like hear things. I'm just like, oh, it's not for everybody. Or it's, that's your opinion. But I think like it's easy for me to be like, okay, that's fair. That's your choice. But I mean, even criticism to me sometimes I think is like a temperature check, right?
Okay.
Is it criticizing because you want me to do better, or is it because you're being a hater? Because there's a huge difference. You're criticizing me because you can do it, or because you know I could do better. And so I can differentiate that and then actually move forward. You know what
How
I mean?
do you differentiate that?
The energy, I think, like with the person saying it,
Okay.
and like what kind of scenario they're saying. Because some people will just criticize you because they can. Like some people will literally be like, "Your shirt's too this."
Yeah.
And it's like, do you have money for a shirt like this?
Yeah.
Or someone might say like, "Hey, your shirt like it's a little bit low, whatever." So there's a difference in how, difference in how people are saying something. But I think like it's kind of easy to like gauge like. Now, are they like saying this because like, they actually like, want to see me do better? Or is it because they want to make me feel small because they feel small already? And
Okay.
you know what I mean? So I like criticism, but this depends. Because also some people give it and you're just like, I don't need that from you. You got 3 kids and child support like back ended. I don't need you to talk about I need to have a kid.
That is true. Because the girls, just like you said, it depends on who it's coming from. And it depends. You can feel when it's coming out of malice.
I think us growing up, around people are not black. You can sense when someone's giving you a backhanded compliment.
Baby.
It's my sixth sense. Immediately clock it. I'm just like, they're a hater.
Yeah.
You can always. So I think that's kind of how you can tell when someone like is giving you some kind of like shady, like way of being like, you should work on this.
Which is interesting because a few episodes ago I talked about this instance where I messaged somebody. And I told her that maybe she should try darker foundation.
That's actually good.
She did not like it. She did not like what I said. The message she sent back to me was like, well, maybe you should have thicker eyebrows. Maybe you should, like, she was trying to read me. And I was like, baby, your foundation is white and you're black. But I do think to step back, I do think that wrong person. She doesn't know me.
Okay, but at the same time though, I don't want to hear that because like everyone's different. Again, like I think sometimes people say things because they want you to really like just like look better, like and like that's not rude at all. It's like imagine like for instance like if I came in here and like my makeup was super light or whatever, like you'd probably be like, well, it's not so bad for the camera, like fix like you know what I mean?
And you're not gonna like it when you watch this episode
and
you see that your foundation is
and you're gonna
from your neck.
A year from now when she gets her foundation the right color, she's gonna look back and be like, I should listen to that girl because that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Has that ever happened to you to where like someone's giving you feedback on like maybe your makeup or your hair? Oh, you said your friend's mom.
I said you're right.
What did you do after she said that?
I got braids.
You said,
I went to my aunt and was like, I need to start getting my braids, and I started getting my braids, and then I started doing full locks. Whatever. I started just doing different styles. I was like, it's hot as hell in Arizona. She's right. I'm sweating. I don't want to get my hair permed also. So it's like, what am I doing? Ooh.
Oh no. The camera's still going over here.
Okay. The camera cut because we're still talking, but I think we're done. Huh?
We're done.
We're done.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Episode 187. I said that at the beginning of the episode. Yes.
Keep going.
Satomaa, tell the girls where they can follow you.
Y'all can follow me to my home. I'm kidding. No, don't come to my home.
Please.
Unless you're thick and you look good. Oh, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram. I don't really use X, but you can follow me on those two. YouTube. Yeah, it's essay.tomaa, Satomaa essay.tomaa. Yeah, that's me.
I'm going to have her Instagram, her TikTok, all those fun things in the description on Instagram. Well, not Instagram. Oh, my God. On YouTube and on the podcast app. You guys follow me, Asia My Queen, on Instagram, YouTube, all the things. Asia My Queen, as your big sister. Thank you guys so much for being here. And love ya.
Thank you guys. Big ups for Asia.